We be live. Hello, everyone. Let me make sure that we are live on the channel. And guys, make sure while I do that, you like the stream. Yes, we have audio. Everything is working. Guys, let me know in the live chat that you're liking the stream. Alfred is here to highlight your comments so that your comments get to be part of the stream as well. It's not just me, it's you guys as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Alfred for your service. I see D is here, Atheist Damien is here, Seed of Iblis is here, Levantix is here, Kiko is here. Yes, AS Muslim saying here is saying Israel weak. I mean, doesn't seem so weak right now. AS is saying Israel will stand with you against Islamic terrorism. Well, thank you so much, AS. This is an Israeli telling, I think this is a message for Iranians, given the title. So the title of today's stream is Haniyeh dead, Iranians can't stop laughing. I think you know what? If I may say so myself as an Iranian, I am very impressed with the meme power coming out of Iran. Like every time something like this happens, I feel like the best memes, some of the best memes, I mean, and I can't show all of them because some of them are just too nuanced and you have to have so much background information for me to explain what the hell is happening in this meme. So I'm just trying to pick the easiest ones to understand, like this one. This is just epic. I mean, I have some other ones that require some information and some explanation. I will explain. I mean, the memes, by the way, I know they're funny, but some of the memes here are an excuse so that we could learn something about Islam, politics in Iran and Israel and all this other stuff. Like we will learn some few bits of political and theological information here and there while we laugh at the same time. So this was epic. I love this. This is just 10 out of 10. You know, I wanted to make sure that I know this is on the cover, but I thought I should show it to you guys because the cover, you can't see the Khamenei's crying face right now. The crying face makes it so much more epic. I don't know who added that, but this is so good. Guys, have you liked the stream? Tell me in the live chat. Alfred would highlight your comments, okay? So let me actually so a lot of the memes had this cutlet theme. I don't know if you guys know what cutlet, why ever since Qasem Soleimani was taken out by Trump, his remains look like cutlet, which is an Iranian dish. So Iranians always celebrate the assassination of one of the other, IRGC leaders or important figures within the regime. Every time they're taken out, Iranians were thanking Trump for cooking them a cutlet, and now every time somebody is taken out, like Raisi turned into a cutlet, now Ismail Haniyeh has turned into a cutlet. So they keep on. Every time this happens, people come and cook cutlet for each other, celebrate it with cutlet. And also, by the way, when at one point, at the anniversary of the assassination of Qasem Soleimani, there was a famous, kind of well-known Iranian cook on Instagram. He came out and shared his recipe for cutlet on Instagram, and he was arrested for that. Even though he didn't mention Qasem Soleimani or anything, he was just arrested because on the anniversary of Qasem Soleimani's assassination, he was just sharing his recipes. So a lot of the memes I'm gonna show you require some background about what happened. Let me actually show you this. All right, so this is what they call namaz mayyit. Okay, so namaz mayyit is a type of prayer, Khamenei, that you do to the dead body of somebody that just recently died, right? So they posted a picture of Khamenei doing namaz mayyit because, guys, the numbers are crazy. The number of key figures that have been assassinated in the past 5 years, ever since Qasem Soleimani was assassinated, is 17. So just to give you a point of comparison, from Khamenei, ever since Khamenei became the supreme leader in Iran, from the beginning up until Qasem Soleimani's assassination, he had to do namaz mayyit, which is like the prayer upon a dead body, like somebody in war or something. He had to do it 5 times. But since Qasem Soleimani till now, he had to do it with now Ismail Haniyeh now being assassinated. It's now 17. So this is like an old one that he did. But now people are pointing out like you're doing so many namaz mayat, then after, because they keep saying like we will have a revenge, we will have a hard revenge, we will come back stronger. But before you do it, then another key figure is killed. Then another key figure is killed. So like, so make people are making fun of Khamenei like right after this namaz mayat, right after this one, then we're gonna come get you. Now it's gonna be the time that we're gonna come get you. So I just want you to, because some of the memes I want to show you requires you to understand what namaz mayat is. So namaz mayat is the prayer that you do on the dead body of somebody that was just recently died, right? So that's one context you need. And context you need to understand is this video, right? So this is the namaz mayat that Khamenei just did on Ismail Haniyeh's body. That was an old picture, but this is the new one, right? And when he was doing it, tell me guys if you've seen this video. Look at him. Look at Khamenei. This is recent. This is after the assassination of Haniyeh, and he's doing the prayer on the dead body of Haniyeh with all the people there, and security was really, really high. But even with the high security, why should I not call it an assassination? It was an assassination. It was a beautiful assassination. It's an assassination. Anyways, but look at this. Assassinations are not always bad. So look at this video. Look at Khamenei's reaction. Oh God, people! So we were already the meme creation process was already being made minutes after Haniyeh was killed, assassinated. The memes were coming out, but then when this video came out, then people are having such a field day. Like he looks so scared. He looks like he's looking around the sky, looking for a drone or something to hit him. He looks so paranoid. He was always paranoid. But look at him again here. This is amazing. He's looking in the sky like something is gonna hit me. He always feels like it's a little bit paranoid and thinks that maybe somebody's going to kill him. But he was assured that the government's, like the Islamic Republic's security is very, very strong. He's always like thinks like he himself at least is safe. But he looks so different than usual. He usually comes with a lot of, looking very strong and with a lot of confidence. But after Hani, like we have never seen Khamenei like this before. Like with this, and I will show you pictures side by side. But look at him. So this was memed. Okay, let me show you the memes that came out of this one, right? Okay, so let me actually put the picture up. So this one is when people said this is his picture above and this is the picture below. So he looks like strong and defiant here, and say مقابل مردم غیر مسلح. So this is Khamenei at the top, is him in front of his own people, his own unarmed people. So he acts very strong and defiant against his own people, very defiant. But then in front, when it comes to Israel, مقابل Israel, in front of Israel, this is how you are in front of Israel. Like, yeah, people in the chat are saying he looks like he's having a stroke. Yeah. Okay, let me go to the next one. Oh my, like guys, look at his face. Look at look at this. Look at this. He looks like what? Like, where is it gonna come from next? Where is it gonna come from next? Oh God, this is so good. Let me actually close some of these memes so that we could go to the next ones. Yeah, actually, if you just look at the way he usually, like, this is before and after. This is his general manner. Like, usually when he comes to events, he looks like on the right. Like, this is just 3 days before. And look at him now, like 3 days after. This is like his face. Like, people who usually follow his speeches and stuff just can't notice that he looks very different from usual, right? And then Yeah, so this is, a lot of people are saying like, yeah, this is what this is what fear looks like. Oh, this one here, hold on, actually this is the best one. Netanyahu coming like a, I don't know, like a bee, like a drone, is like it's like, yeah, I think he sees Netanyahu in his dream these days. Oh, this is like when I mentioned namaz mayet. Let me actually put this one. So this is another meme people made, telling him that get up, you need to do another namaz mayet again. So you have to do that prayer for dead people. Like he's doing it so many times that they're making a meme out of it, that you have to do that one more time. Yeah, so that's this one was like you know, a lot of people love this one. I know, like the new guys, by the way, the New York Times article saying that there was a bomb inside of the room. We're don't I'm not saying that is inaccurate. uh, just don't be so confident right now that that New York Times article is correct, because the writer of that article is a woman who's famous for being in touch with some Islamic Republic officials, and sometimes they feed her things that are in the best interest of the regime. So I'm not saying what she's saying is incorrect. I'm just saying that don't trust it yet. We have to still wait and see what other people say. It might have still been a missile or a drone, or it might be a bomb in the room. So we don't know yet. Don't be so confident about what actually happened, right? Oh, this one is really good. I love this one. So, guys, this is one of the best ones. So the title says, these are all, by the way, this is not Arabic. These are all Persian. Okay, so this is what Iranian people made this. So this is, you know, I can read it, so it's not Arabic, right? So the title says تاثیر مواد مختلف روی انسان. So these are before and after pictures. The left is before, the right is after. So the right one, the top right says cocaine. The top left says the alcohol. The bottom left says shisha. I think shisha is crystal meth. I think it's meth. Yeah. The bottom left. Oh yeah, Dolly speaks Arabic, so Dolly understands it. And the bottom right with with Khamenei, it says Mossad. This is the effect of Mossad. Yes. No, guys, shisha. You guys, if somebody says hookah, no, in Iran, when they say shisha, they're not talking about hookah. They're talking about, I think they're talking about crystal meth. This is my understanding. Again, I don't know my. All right, so let's do one English one. I'm doing mostly Persian ones today, but let's do the English speaking people are memeing as well. So top says Ismail Haniyeh, and the bottom says Wasmail Wasmail Haniyeh. A good one. I know. It's kind of. Let's do a cutlet one. A cutlet one. So this is Reza Pahlavi, the crown prince of Iran, the son of the former Shah, when he met with Netanyahu. So people are saying, "Can you cook a big cutlet?" And then yes, Netanyahu delivers. Saying, "Here you go." Oh, this one is good. This one, I like this one. So this is this this was the building that Ismail Haniyeh was taken out in. He was this. So apparently he left a review, 1 star out of 5, saying, "I specifically requested a room with no bombs. What the f?" That's a good one. So yeah, I showed you that one. Oh yeah, so this is not a meme. I just want, this is the picture you saw before, the namaz mayet, or the mayet prayer that you do for the dead people. That was an old picture. This is the new one with you see Pezeshkian right next to the new president, and that's Ejei to his right, and to his left is Pezeshkian. So that is the two of the leaders of the three. So that's the head of the judiciary, Ejei on his right, and Pezeshkian is the head of as the president. He's supposed to be the head of the executive branch. So two of the three branches of the government, which they're all useless, they're all without any power anyways, because all power comes from Khamenei. But you see the position. By the way, I saw a video showing that Khamenei was very much insisting to make sure that Pezeshkian is right next to him when he was doing this prayer. So I don't know if you want to see that video, but that was very interesting to me. So Ej, these are key people, right? So you say Ej on his right is a key person, head of the judiciary system, and Pezeshkian, the new president. And these are the two bodies right in front of him. The body of Ismail Haniyeh, and the other one is the body of his bodyguard, right? So, oh, we got a super sticker. Well, thank you so much, WF2U, for the $10 super sticker. That's very generous. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go to this one. Oh, so I don't know if you guys would understand this. Oh, before I go to some of them, which might be a little bit more nuanced, like let me show you this one. This is pretty good. So some of them require some explanation. I don't know if I should show you, because the explanation might kind of ruin it. Let me actually do this one. So this is Ghani, which is like the one of the main key figures in the IRGC, and he's like even before this, people make fun of him for wearing a lot of armor when he walks around, shows how afraid he is. So people make fun of his clothing, because even in heat, he wears this like anti-bullet vest. So because he's famous for that, now people are making fun of him, because they killed Ismail Haniyeh in his bedroom, when he was supposed to be sleeping. So people are saying now it's Qa'ani, the head of IRGC. He's supposed to, now he should go even to sleep like this, because it's not going to be good enough. So there's that. Oh, this is a really good one. Let me actually bring up this one. Yeah, this is actually in line with what we said before. Let me close these other memes so I have more room in the tab here. Wait, did I show this already? Yeah, no, I did. Yeah. So this is the top right. This is similar to another meme that we just saw. So the top right says Sepah Pastaran Muqabil Mardom. So this is IRGC in front of the people, in front of the Iranian people. So they act like very tough in front of their own people. And then the bottom says Sepah Pastaran Muqabil Israel. So that means the IRGC in front of Israel. So that's how they act in front of their own people. They act very tough. They act like they're strong, but in front of Israel, they're nothing. Actually, I saw some other people making another point that even so, Nikoshar Karami, right? Even in front of defenseless Iranian women and girls, if they want to take them out, like Niko's hands were tied around her back, and even then there were 3 men that attacked her and killed her, and they sexually molested her, and they attacked her and killed her. Like, even when it comes to their own women and girls, when they want to abuse them and attack them, they, even in that situation, when they want to act tough, they act so unfairly. Like 3 grown men against the defenseless, unarmed 16-year-old girl that has her hands tied behind her back. That's the only kind of people that you could act tough, act like you have some strength in you. But again, when it comes to real power, you're nothing. You're pathetic. Oh, thank you so much, JKB, for your support, your message of support. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, let me go. Let's see. What is this one? Oh yeah. So some people on Twitter were saying, "Oh, about Ismail Haniyeh." They were trying to defend him. They were saying he lived like a Palestinian and he died like a Palestinian. And somebody corrected him. He said he was born in Egypt and died in Iran. 10 out of 10 response. That's good. Oh, another one of these people making fun of how Khamenei looked. Well, one more time for people who are new, for people who just arrived, just look at how Khamenei was reacting the day after Ismail Haniyeh's death. I was like, Oh, like, they're gonna come get me. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. so scared. Oh God, that's so good. Oh my God. So this one, this one says, ما از مرگ نمیترسیم آرزوی ما شهادت است. کلاغ تا آسمون میگوزه چی بود چی بود. So in black in the top says like, we are not afraid of death, we wish for martyrdom. So that's what they say. And then a bird farts in the sky, and then Khamenei says, what was that, what was that? so this is a good, yes, more. Yes, so let me actually oh yeah, let's look at this one. So the top right, this is Qasem Soleimani on the top. So he was killed. So he said they killed me with a drone. And the second one is Raisi. He says a bear ate me. So a lot of people say Raisi was eaten by a bear because he died in a forest in the mountains, right? So that was an area that was filled with bears. So people say that bears ate his body, and they make fun of that because now people are like celebrating. A lot of Iranians are now celebrating bears, and they just like because of that. So again, let's go from the top. Qasem Soleimani, they hit me with a drone. It says they hit me with a drone. Raisi says a bear ate me, and then Ismail Haniyeh says a missile went into my ass. Right. So a lot of people like that joke, and it's a little bit more funny in Persian. Some of these it's hard to translate these, but oh yeah. So this is somebody pointing out something that I was pointing before. So there's a guy Ishaq Jahangiri. Who's Ishaq Jahangiri in Iran? Guys, Iranians in the live chat, do you know? Yeah. So yes, Ishaq Jahangiri is one of the politicians in Iran. I think he's one of the heads of the Paidari group. Yes, I think so. He's one of the people. Yeah. So Ishaq Jahangiri is an important politician in Iran, right? And his Ishaq means Isaac. So they killed Ibrahim. They killed Ismail Haniyeh, Ibrahim Raisi, Ismail Haniyeh. So this tweet is saying Ibrahim, Ismail. It seems like the Mossad is just going through the Torah and taking them one by one based on their names. So Ishaq Jahangiri, watch yourself. Be careful. They're gonna go after him next. So after Ibrahim and Ismail, it's going to be Isaac or Ishaq. So there's that one. Oh yeah, people are making fun of Pezeshkian because this was his first day of presidency, and he's just talking on the phone. It's like, hey, nothing. Like as if somebody was asking him on the other side how things are going, and he's saying nothing, no good news. I'm fucked on my first day. So his first day of presidency, because he came out with like such demonstration of strength and power and confidence. And on his first day of presidency, he had to watch Ismail Haniyeh, a main leader of a proxy of the Islamic Republic, being killed. Oh, and a lot of people are making fun of Ghani again, because remember Ghani, I told you, like, he dresses up like this because he's always afraid of being assassinated. So after Haniyeh, Ismail Haniyeh was taken out, people say this is how now this is how he's walking around from now on. It's not good enough anymore. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'll bring on the more. Yeah. So there's that one. Let me go to this one. Oh, this is Ibrahim Raisi complaining. I don't know, maybe from the afterlife. He says, it's like they didn't spend even one missile on me. Like he's complaining. Like, why was Qasem Soleimani? This was posted when people still assumed that Ismail Haniyeh was taken out with the missile or something. And he's like basically complaining, like, why was I taken out in such a way when Qasem Soleimani, they spent a missile on him? Ismail Haniyeh, they spent a missile on him. And he's like, they didn't spend even one missile on me. So he's complaining about that. All right, so there's this. Let me go to this meme. Most of these are Iranians. Oh, actually, before I go to um, more Iranian memes, let us appreciate Arabs as well. You know, it's not just Iranians celebrating this. Let's actually watch. Let me actually read the context for this one. Where's the context? Let's celebrate our fellow Zionist Arabs. So the caption for this one: this video is of a Saudi man pouring a cup of coffee for Prime Minister Netanyahu and praising him for recent elimination. This video is triggering a lot of other anti-Semitic Arabs. So this video is going viral among Arabs because this Saudi man, when there was announced on the news that Netanyahu took out Ismail Haniyeh, this guy from Saudi Arabia is pouring him a cup of tea. This is like a sign of respect or something. I don't know much about non-Islamic Arab culture. So this is like pouring somebody a cup of coffee, like it's showing a sign of an appreciation or respect. So let's watch this.
هذا اللي يستاهل فنجان ذيبان اللي جلد كلاب ايران من حوثي ومن حماس ومن حزب الشيطان. هذا علب الحرام من ذيبان ذا، والله العظيم انه يستاهل فنجان. هو صدق يهودي وملعون لكنه شجاع، اقسم بالله انك تستاهل فنجان. تقهو يا ذيبان.
So he's speaking Arabic. I understand Persian. I don't understand Arabic. So maybe Dolly could tell you in the live chat if she understood what this guy said. Oh, and I'm also saying Alfred is telling me that Ishaq Jahangiri, that guy that I told you, his name is Isaac. He is the he's the vice president of Rouhani when he was the president. So thank you, Alfred, for giving me that information. By the way, guys, this video that I just showed you is like making a lot of people are getting angry from it. And this is also is making a lot of Muslims use it as a way to show that Saudi Arabia is a Zionist country, that these people are not Muslim, they're betraying their fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. And they're like the hatred over Saudi Arabia and the UAE and countries like that is like they're using it as a confirmation. Just this one video, this Saudi man from Saudi Arabia pouring a cup of coffee from Netanyahu and thanking him for taking out Ismail Haniyeh. Yes, let's go to. Oh yeah, let's explain this one. So let me know if you guys understand why this meme says what it says. So the top right says in Persian, Ismail Haniyeh kuşte shod. So Ismail Haniyeh died. So Ismail Haniyeh died. The bottom right text says, which is the good one, says Ismail Haniyeh was killed in Tehran. So the top right says Ismail Haniyeh was killed. The bottom right says Ismail Haniyeh was killed in Tehran. So the added in Tehran part, that is the significant. That is the significant part of this. And again, in the previous stream, I explained in great detail why this is so significant. Him being killed in Tehran is such a significant part of this news. So I'm not going to, and it makes this assassination a lot more significant and a lot more, praiseworthy. By the way, why is that person in the live chat telling me not to call it an assassination? It's an assassination. Assassinations are not always bad. This one is good. When you take out terrorists, that's a good assassination, right? Because he thought he was safe, yeah, but that doesn't make it not an assassination. Anyways, we got a super chat from Jan Post. Thank you so much for the super chat, €5 super chat from Jan saying good stuff. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Anyways, let's go to the next meme. We have more memes. Oh yeah, this one. Here's another one. So this guy saying پشمام ریخته وسط تهران زدنش وسط تهران یه قطره خون از دماغ مردم عادی هم نیومد و تروریستا پوچ شدن. حالا فهمیدید منظور ما از درخواست حمله به تهران چیه؟ All right, so let me give you some context to explain to you what this tweet is saying. And look, it got 10,000 likes, 10,000 likes. Iranians liking this, right? So a lot of Iranians, even the people who are anti-Islamic Republic, are divided on this, right? Because the people, Iranians who are anti-Islamic Republic, some of them say that we welcome foreign countries, especially Israel, coming out and attacking government facilities or military bases or key officials of the regime. A lot of them welcome that and request that, and they try to tell that yes, please go ahead and do so. But some, and I was one of them. But some other people who are also against the Islamic Republic, Iranians, they say, like, do not say that. Yes, the Islamic Republic is bad and we want it removed, but we as Iranians, that is irresponsible and a betrayal of your country to ask a foreign entity to come do an attack on your soil. Out of principle, you should be against that. Even if we do wish this government to fall, as an Iranian, you should not want a foreign entity to be attacking your country. And so this is the division between anti-regime Iranians, the both of them being anti-Islamic Republic. And then the other side would respond, which is people like me who respond to that, like, this is not an attack. We say, like, no, if Israel attacks, the Islamic Republic in Iran, that is not an attack on Iran. The attack on Iran is the Islamic Republic. So this is a liberation. This is in line with defending Iran. Taking out anything from Islamic Republic is not, just because it's on Iranian soil, it's not attacking Iran. It's defending Iran. In the same way, this is an example I used in a debate with a mullah that was basically accusing me of being against betraying Iran for supporting any act of any foreign entity coming out and taking attacks. I was saying, like, for example, when the Americans attacked France to liberate it from Nazi Germany, that was not seen as an attack on France. I just said attack on France, but that wasn't an attack on France. This was an attack to help France, to save France. That's how we see Iran to be occupied by the Islamic Republic. So any attack towards anything that is Islamic Republic is not an attack on Iran, is basically in saving Iran, defending Iran. And some people say, well, if you defend that, Iranian civilians, they're going to kill Iranian civilians. They're not just going to kill military officials or IRGC officials or people from the regime. They're going to kill Iranian civilians. And then we people like us said, like, well, with the types of attack that we support and endorse, Iranian people want, many of them want, are ones that does not have civilian casualties or minimizes civilian casualty. We want them to target specifically Islamic Republic targets, not civilian targets. And people are like, you're just naive. Before these attacks, before they attack in response to when they attacked Israel just recently, attacked the area close to Natanz and took Iran's S-300 defense, mechanism, the system that they had it there. They took it out. No civilians died there. And now this also confirms, now a lot more people are joining our side, because a lot of Iranians are noticing that when Israel does an operation within Iran's borders, they're noticing how careful Israel is not to kill Iranian civilians. A lot more people that were opposed to Israel having operations, any military operations in Iran, they're joining more our side. Like, our side that welcomes this is growing more and more. And this tweet is a demonstration of that, because this tweet says, like, Pashmon Richter, like, it says, I'm so shocked. He says, Vasat Tehran zadanish, like they hit him in the middle of Tehran. And then he repeats, Vasat Tehran, in the middle of Tehran. And then he continues, Ye qatra khun از دماغ مردم عادی هم نیفتاد. Like not a single drop of blood was shed from, you know, ordinary civilians. و terrorists ها پول شدن, and the terrorists were evaporated. So Israel is capable of taking out terrorists without even a single drop of blood from civilians in Iran. And then at the bottom line, which is the most important one part, says حالا فهمیدید منظور ما از درخواست حمله به تهران چیه؟ Like he says, do you now understand what we mean when we request them to come attack Tehran? Like, this is the type of attack we're asking for. We're not asking them to kill Iran. This is the Iranians saying this is what we want. And it got 10,000 likes by other Iranians on Twitter. And then in response, somebody said, somebody posted a meme like, why are they not attacking this here then? So this is the office of the supreme leader. This is the office and residency. So the Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, his residency and his office are the same building, kind of like the White House, which the president in the United States lives there and he also works there. It's the same, and it's called the Beit Rahbari. And they're posting a meme like, okay, well, why is Israel not heading that area? Like, a lot of Iranians keep posting that meme, and like, you can't take out places. We'll take out the house of, you know, where Khamenei lives and sleeps. And a lot of people post that. However, actually, there's another meme. I don't think Israel should do that. Actually, that would be in a lot of Iranians do ask for that, but I think that would benefit the Islamic Republic. Wait, there was another meme that was basically asking the same thing. Oh, here. Where is that? Where is it? Oh, yeah, this one. People keep posting stuff like this. Like, if you take out Haniyeh, why not this guy? Why not Khamenei? He's the main guy. Well, let me know what you guys think in the live chat. I think that would be a horrible idea. Okay, the reason why that would be a horrible idea to kill Khamenei is because Khamenei is very old, and at some point he's gonna die. He's like 85, I think, right? Wait, how old is Khamenei? Is he 85 or 8? Khamenei age. I should know this. Yeah, 85. Yes. It was his birthday recently. Let me actually see if you guys agree with me or disagree with me. Before I give you my reason for why they shouldn't kill Khamenei, I want to see if you guys agree. Let me see. No, people are saying justice for Aisha. Yeah. No, you guys. People are okay. So people are not giving any reasons. I'm not saying people are saying they agree with me, but the reason is there's going to be a huge chaos of fighting over power when Khamenei dies, which is going to significantly weaken the Islamic Republic. Within the people who have power, within the Beit Rahbari and the IRGC, when Khamenei dies, there's going to be a vacuum of power, and there's going to be a lot of infighting and a lot of backstabbing and a lot of competition for who has how much control. And a lot of people think Khamenei's son, Mojtaba Khamenei, is going to be the next supreme leader. But whoever is the next supreme leader, what is more important is how powerful the supreme leader, the position of the supreme leader is going to have. The Beit Rahbari, how much power is that office is going to hold? Because a lot of people assume that there's going to be a shift in power from the supreme leader to IRGC, you know, as when the supreme leader dies. And within IRGC, there's a lot of people, there are a lot of different groups that are competing with each other, and that is good for us. That's good when Khamenei dies for a natural death. This division and this vacuum of power and the backstabbing, that's going to significantly weaken the Islamic Republic. However, if Khamenei is assassinated, that's going to be very helpful to Islamic Republic, because you know, when Khomeini was the first supreme leader, Khamenei is the second supreme leader. So Khomeini was turned into a holy figure, and that holiness was not moved completely, was not from Khomeini to Khamenei. So Khamenei, even though he's been seen as somebody who's like holy and people act like they worship him, he's not as holy. He's not been seen as holy as Khomeini was successfully, as they managed to make Khomeini holy. Like the level of holiness has dropped significantly. And that level is going to also drop to the next supreme leader. Like this next supreme leader is going to be a lot less influential, and a lot less people are going to look up to him. Like if, for example, let's say how many people in Iran looked up to Khomeini. Khamenei is a much lower percentage of Iranian people look at him as holy and celebrate him compared to Khomeini. And the next supreme leader is going to be also less. And again, remember, the supreme leader is the glue that is keeping all of this together, because the less than 8% support that the Islamic Republic has is because of the admiration and the holiness of the supreme leader that people, because a lot of Iranian people who are still supporting the Islamic Republic hate a lot of the results of the Islamic Republic, but they just have so much love for Khamenei that they still support the Islamic Republic. But if that drops to the next supreme leader, the Islamic Republic is going to be so much weak. But if you turn Khamenei into a martyr, then you are going to bring a lot more passion, a lot more drive. We're talking about the very crazy loony religious people in Iran, like the 10% that we want them to also lose support for the Islamic Republic. So the 90% of Iranian people who have not like crazy religious lunatics, they've already lost support. Most of them have already lost, are not supporting the Islamic Republic of Iran. But that 10%, to lose that 10%, we have to make the supreme leader and the IRGC less of something sacred that they could see as something religious. And if you turn Khamenei into a martyr, that drive, that religious motivation is just going to come back, and it's going to reduce the division, and it's going to reduce the infighting, and it's going to be a lot easier for the Islamic Republic to transfer all of that holiness and all of that passion from the second supreme leader to the third supreme leader. And that's why it's not a good idea to assassinate Khamenei. It would be a good thing for Khamenei to die, but it would be good if that death is a natural death. So as funny as this meme is, I do not agree with it. It was a great idea to take Ismail Haniyeh. It was a great idea to take him out in Tehran. It's not a great idea to do that to Khamenei. L.E. Vegas is saying, thoroughly enjoying the stream. Thank you, Armin, for your work. Mwah. Thank you so much for your support and for the super chat. All right. So this people were sharing this picture. So this is Ismail Haniyeh with his 72 virgins now in heaven, apparently. And this was another meme people were sharing. Let me close all these other memes before I explain this one. Okay. So this is Ismail Haniyeh, just hours apart. The top one says Shab Bekhair. The bottom one says Sob Bekhair. So the top one says good night. The bottom one says good morning. So this is before the night that he went to bed. He was saying goodbye to the current president. Good night to the current president of Iran, the living one. And then when he went to bed, he woke up. He was dead. So he went and said good morning to the dead, the previous president Raisi, who's also dead. He woke up saying Raisi, the former president, instead. That's a good one. All right, so let me see. Oh yeah, this is actually a good one because I could use it as a way to explain a lot of things. Oh wait, we got some super chats that I'd missed. Ruslan with the 20 shekel super chat saying support from Zion. Well, thank you. I appreciate our Israeli fans here on this channel. By the way, while I read these, let me know if you understand what this meme is trying to. Can you guys understand what this meme is trying to say? Sid, Sid is saying, using her 24-month membership, saying, why some Indians celebrating Haniyeh as a freedom fighter? I don't know. That's news to me. I would assume that more Indians would be supporting Israel. Maybe that's some leftist Indians who would be who celebrates Ismail Haniyeh as a freedom fighter. Guys, do you guys understand what this meme is trying to say? Yeah, so some Indians are saying we are not. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, somebody's saying India stand with Palestine. Yeah. So okay, so there are crazy people and good people in India as well. Oh, this guy is disgusted by this. You guys don't understand? Okay. Ezra saying nope, above my pay grade. All right, so arre, which means a saw in Persian, is a situation. So in Iran, whenever we want to say somebody is stuck between a rock and a hard place, so they can't go this way or they can't go that way, they call it an arre situation or a saw situation. So if you shove a saw in someone's ass, it's very hard. That's a very hard situation because no matter which direction you go, it's going to tear you apart, right? So you can't go forward or you can't go backward. In either situation, you're fucked. So that's what Iranians refer to, use as an example for being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So the reason why Khamenei has a saw up his ass, or he doesn't know what to do, is because if he responds strongly to Israel right now, then he's afraid of Israel. He doesn't he is afraid of what Israel would do in response. So if he responds very aggressively, that's a very terrible situation for him, because then he has to wait for Israel's response. But if he responds not aggressively enough, then he has to be answerable to his supporters in Iran, to all the Iranian the minority of Iranians who are supporter of the regime. And this is the last leg that the regime has. The last pillar that is holding the Iranian regime together are the less than 8% of Iranians who support the regime, and they are demanding an aggressively strong response. They are embarrassed. They have, ever since Qasem Soleimani was taken out, more and more of them are being convinced that the Islamic Republic is weak and pathetic and is not responding strongly to their enemies. And a lot of these religious nut jobs are becoming less and less pro-regime, just because they want to have a regime that is strong against the Islamic Republic's enemies. And so the regime knows that the more secular minded people, they have lost those for good, most of them for good. So the only way the regime could survive is for it to maintain its base, the religious nut jobs, to maintain them to maintain their support. And if they are disappointed, and if they are not seeing this regime to be to they need to see two things from the Islamic Republic. They need to see that the Islamic Republic is enforcing Islamic laws within Iran, and they're not seeing that because they're seeing a lot of girls without hijab these days, and the government unable to enforce their own laws. So they're very angry about that. But also the second thing that they require is to see that the Islamic Republic is very strong and aggressive against Israel. Even some of them say, like, okay, we understand how you can't be that strong against the United States, but they see Israel as they think that Israel is at least at their own level. They think that. So they are very disappointed and embarrassed if they don't see a strong response. And there's now division among them as well. Like, a lot of them are fighting, like, yes, we are strong. And some of them are like, no, we're pathetically weak. This is embarrassing. So they're fighting against each other. So Khamenei, we don't know how he's going to respond, but the situation for him is a saw situation. Yeah. Yes. So there's that. Let me see if there's much left. Okay, so I saw this in so many places. So this is when people still assume that there was a missile that hit Ismail Haniyeh. It still might be, guys. By the way, I'm not the New York Times article. I'm not sure how accurate that is, right? But so Ismail Haniyeh was saying, "Nigah kon ye so he saw a a wishing star, like, oh look, a wishing star. So he's got like, so he was gonna wish upon a star. So second one says like, I wish upon a star that Palestine would be free. And the last one is like, motherfuck, and then that. So it wasn't a star, it was a missile coming for him. Oh, this one requires some explanation. Do you guys know that Tintin meme? I don't know. Wait, let me see. Let me see if I could. Yes, this one. So here they have copy images. This one. No, this is low quality. Let me do it like this. Nope. It's fine. So yeah, there's a Tintin meme that is famous, like, what a week, huh? And then Tintin responds, Captain, it's Wednesday. So like the week isn't over yet, right? So Iranian people have turned that meme to this, to Khamenei saying, Ajab sal por shahadati bud na? Saying like, what a year, right? This has been such a year with so many martyrs. Like we had so much martyrdom in this year. And then Tintin responds, Hazrat Agha, like, sir, it's only Mordad. So Mordad is one of the months in the Persian calendar, and it's early in the year. Like the year, we haven't even started the year. Like we have so much more to go during this year. So this is just the beginning. Yeah, so I had to explain that one. Okay, I think I did. I'm gonna go respond to your comments now. Oh, there was this one. This is Haji Zadeh. I think so. Yes, and okay, so Haji Zadeh always comes and says like, "Oh, don't worry, Iranian people, don't worry. If they hit us, we will hit them back so much harder." So this is one of the main military figures in Iran that is very much celebrated. But this meme like added the bottom part, like he's peeing his pants while saying that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Mordad is the 5th month in the Persian calendar. Alfred is saying. Yeah. So that's that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's another Ghani. So remember Ghani constantly trying to have more. People keep making fun of him because of what he's wearing, because he's afraid. So the memes keep piling up about what his new outfit is, trying to defend himself. Oh, why didn't I show this one? This is a good one. Yes. So the caption for this says like the reaction of Hassan Nasrallah when Haniyeh was killed. Like he's holding his sign, I stand with Israel. Like that. Please don't kill me. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, I think that's it. I think I showed all the memes that I have. There's a lot more, but the other ones I thought it just required so much explanation, and I was like, yeah, that's good enough. Let me just do one more this video of Khamenei. This video I never get tired of watching this. Oh god, that's great. I love it. I love it. All right, so let me respond to your comments. Oh, we got another super chat. BGC V10 is thank you so much for the super chat, saying you hope he'll going senile on camera. How many going senile on camera? I don't. I don't know if he's going senile. He just seemed like very afraid and upset. I know for a fact that he's depressed. We have a lot of independent sources from inside Beit Rahbari that Khamenei seems to be suffering from depression. I don't know if he doesn't seem to be going senile. Like he does seem to be able to be aware of things and also be able to speak properly. But he is afraid and he is depressed. So, yeah, let's go look at the chat. I don't know. Rita is saying, did Raisi get this prayer because didn't Khamenei say it didn't matter if he died? Well, he did. He did get the prayer. Yes, he did. But he didn't say, like, he said it didn't matter to the operations of the country. Not that he celebrated Raisi a lot as a loyal. Yeah, I honestly think Khamenei killed Raisi. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Khamenei killed Raisi, right? But he did celebrate him as a loyal, as a guy that was his presidency was great and all. But he didn't say Raisi himself doesn't matter. He said the country will move on and everything will be fine. That's what he meant. Already saying, I think Israel would not be that brutal to kill someone important in the capital of another country that is its enemy. No, I think Israel would be brutal and would have every right to be that brutal. I think Israel should be that brutal, and Israel is that brutal, and rightfully so. Israel should be brutal against its enemies. Israel should be brutal against the people who come after its civilians. To that, the people behind October 7th, being brutal to them is a must. Is how you have to be brutal towards people who dare attack your civilians in such a manner. Brutality is the only proper response. Yeah. When it comes to a matter of survival, brutality is a must. So Brina is saying Douglas Murray wrote the bomb was planted in the room months ago. Douglas Murray, this is not Douglas Murray saying it. Douglas Murray, this is the New York Times article saying that. And Alfred, do you know the name of that woman that wrote it? Her name is Farzaneh something. I forgot her last name, but she is a known person that is sympathetic, has sympathies to the Islamic Republic. Again, I'm not saying so. It wasn't Douglas Murray that wrote it. New York Times claimed it, and Douglas Murray got that from New York Times. And that person, she says that she has gotten that from certain sources within the Islamic Republic. But unfortunately, that lady, the previous articles that she has written, some of them were not true, and some of them were narratives that the Islamic Republic wanted you. So thank you, Farnaz Faishi. Is that how you can you write it in Persian? Because I could read that better. Faisi Fasihi. Oh, Fasihi. Farnaz Fasihi. Yeah, Farnaz Fasihi. She is, again, she might be correct, but I'm just saying, given her record, she's not a trusted source. Fasihi, yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I'm using Susanna's excuse. Oh, Susanna. Speaking of Susanna, Susanna is here. She's saying, yeah. So yeah, see, I was right not to trust that information. Susanna is saying the IRGC came out and disputed that claim. There you go. So see, guys, when I tell you guys to be skeptical, just because it's something you see in New York Times, that doesn't make it true, and that. Again, I'm still not saying she's incorrect. She might be correct, but now we have to be more skeptical. You see, Douglas Murray, you just run with the narrative just because it's in the New York Post. You shouldn't have. You should have waited. We still, even with IRGC disputing it, we don't know. Okay, we can't trust IRGC. We can't trust Farnaz Fasihi. We can't trust any of these people. Right? Farnaz is not a good source. Yeah, she's been Islamic Republic propagandist a couple of times. We got a super chat, vegan cat something with the 10-pound super chat saying, loving the meme stream. What a way to be sent off into the weekend. Thank you for your work, Armin and team. Love to the godless republic from London, UK. Well, yes, and team, and let me be specific, the team that is responsible for this stream is Dolly and Alfred. Thank you so much. When it comes to the news, the team is some other people that we cannot name, and Susanna, but Dolly is responsible for setting up the stream and doing a lot of research. So thank you so much to Dolly, and Alfred comes here and spends time highlighting your comments. So thank you so much to Alfred. Bagel is saying Israel doesn't ever try to kill innocent people. The difference between Iran and Gaza is Iran has innocent people in it and Gaza does not. What the hell? Gaza does not have innocent people. Okay, I completely disagree with this comment. Okay, so first of all, Israel is not one person. Israel, when you say Israel doesn't ever try to kill innocent people, the way I will correct that is that even if there are, because Israel is filled with 9 million people. Obviously, every country has bad people in it. Every country has good people in it, and every country has bad people in it. So I'm not going to generalize all of Israel. What I would say in defense of Israel is killing of innocent people is not a protocol, is not, even if it's done on purpose, it might be just one bad actor, like this bad soldier or that bad officer. Obviously, every army will have its fair share of bad soldiers. What I would say in defense of Israel is that if you ever find an innocent civilian being killed on purpose, it was because bad actors. It wasn't because this was a policy of the military. So I disagree with the first part, and I definitely disagree with the second part. The difference between Iran and Gaza is Iran has innocent people and Gaza does not. Now, Gaza is filled with innocent people, even people with bad ideas. So Gaza is filled with people who have no bad ideas, like people who are even Zionists. I know that because I've talked to them. I know they're the exception, but they do exist. But even people with bad ideas, if they haven't done anything themselves, they would be considered innocent people. So this is not right. This is actually, what you're saying is evil and genocidal. What I would say in defense of Israel is that the innocent people that die in Gaza is because Hamas uses the innocent people as human shield. And I'm so glad that Israel military doesn't think that. You are saying something that the Israel military disagrees with, that Netanyahu disagrees with, that the government of Israel disagrees with. The government and Israel and the IDF agree that there are many innocent people in Gaza, and that's why they do their everything in their power to try to reduce civilian casualties. If the IDF actually believe that there are no innocent people in Gaza, they wouldn't go out of their way to do all the measures that they have to try to reduce. IDF has done more than any modern military in modern warfare to try to reduce civilian casualties, and they do that because there are innocent people in Gaza. So unlike, you do not represent Israel, your view does not represent Israel. Israel is so much better than this view that you're holding here. I'm sorry, you are not a representative of Israel. Israel does believe that there are innocent people in Gaza, and that's why that's why they do all the things they do. But there are no innocent people in Gaza. What a dangerous thing to say. What a unbelievable. This narrative is so dangerous for Israel. If there are few people in Israel who think like that, and these comments are taken and then they're highlighted to try to generalize it to Israel itself. A genocidal comment like that is not the view that Israel holds. Oh, thank you. All right. Let me see. So Nahrin is saying people of Iran are like Iraqi, not qualified for democracy. Well, Nahrin, you're an idiot. I have scientific data to show that Iranian people understand and appreciate democracy, liberalism, secularism, freedom of speech more than many people in Western countries. So you have no idea what you're talking about. Iranian people appreciate democracy. They want peace. They want secularism. Even many religious people in Iran want secularism, and they appreciate democracy more than many Americans and Europeans. And you're an idiot, and you have no idea what you're talking about. Just because they have a regime that is not democratic, that doesn't mean that they are not democratic themselves. Somebody saying Muslims, please reform your religion. I do not agree with that. Islam is not reformable. Islam is inherently an evil, backward ideology. So no, Muslims should not reform Islam. Islam should not be reformed, because if you try to reform Islam, it would just make it last longer. Muslims can be reformed. Islam cannot be reformed. Islam can never be reformed. Muslims can be reformed by being less Islamic. You know, and again, when I say Muslims can be reformed, the ultimate way of reforming a Muslim is to make them an ex-Muslim. But even if they're not, even if they don't become ex-Muslim, Muslims can be less, they can have less Islamic lives, and that's a reform of Muslims. That's not a reform of Islam. Islam is always, will always be evil, will always be a backward ideology that is dangerous and should be, we should always fight against. We should never try to reform Islam. We should always try to eliminate Islam. Oh, somebody is angry that somebody's saying, why YouTube not ban this channel? Bastard. Like, are you okay? Are you, why are you so, oh, somebody, this guy is like very angry. Okay, so Levantex is saying, like I said yesterday, if you're still alive in the Islamic Republic, that means Israel still has some use for you. You mean, okay, so don't say that about, no, I don't agree with that, because there are 80 million people in Iran, so don't act like they're all like tools for the Israel. I mean, I think you're talking about the regime. No, I mean, even if you talk about regime officials, it's not, I mean, you're making it bigger. Like, not every single, even if they don't have use for it, it doesn't work like that. So even if you talk about regime officials, there are many people that Israel has no use for them, but it doesn't make sense to take them out. So it's always a cost-benefit analysis, right? Yeah, okay, this is a good comment, I think. Coping is saying, Haniyeh was quite generous to go to Islamic occupied Iran. What a beautiful term. I'm going to steal that from you. Islamic occupied Iran. Yes, Islamic occupied Iran. Everywhere else, Israel clearly deemed the diplomatic fallout to be too great, but Islamic Republic in Iran, there's little loss. That is actually so true. That's a very good point. The only place Ismail Haniyeh would have been an okay place for Israel to take out without having to pay a huge international diplomatic cost to it, that would have been in Iran. So yeah, thank you so much, Ismail Haniyeh, to go for going to a place that will make it politically convenient for Israel to take you out. We're very grateful for that. The only right thing that you've ever done in your life. Technic Solution is saying Muslims' strength is Allah's help. Well, Allah is not doing a very good job these days, is he? Allah is like, seems to be powerless. And then it says, read the history. No one is alive in Muslims' previous brave men list, but now Pakistan is nuclear power. Pakistan is not a very good example. This is your problem. Pakistani people are some of the poorest people in the world. Your nuclear power has not brought people of Pakistan peace, happiness, prosperity. Look at how people in non-Islamic countries live. This is your problem. Your measurement is just military power. This is like, look at North Korea. They have so much military power. They have nuclear weapons, but look at how their people live. This is the problem with you religious-minded people, and the difference between you and us more liberal-minded people. We measure strength in how the government is able to take care of its people. What's the point of having military? The point of having military power is to protect your people. What is the point of having all of that military power if the main threat to the people is the government itself? You know, when us liberal-minded people, we want to give the people, we want to show strength by showing how much we take care of our people in our nation states, and then having military power to protect that good life. What are you protecting? You're protecting their miserable lives. What are you protecting? What is there to protect? We give people a good life that they could celebrate, and then with the military power, we want to protect that. You don't even have that. You just look at your missiles and you're proud of that, but look at how your people live. This is the difference between a death cult that looks at weapons and thinks that's strength because it's a weapon of it's a tool of destruction, and it's a tool of taking life, and they celebrate that as a source of power because it can take life. But liberals, they look at their weapons because they celebrate life. This is an ideology that looks at the well-being of its citizens, and it celebrates that, and the weapons are a tool to try to threaten the people who might want to come and take that life. The cult of death is proud of taking life without caring for the life of its own citizens, or even its own ummah. It doesn't care. It only cares about how many lives it can take. Liberals look at strength about the life, the quality of life that they could produce. See how different the mindset is. Abhinadan is saying, do you guys really represent Iran? Every country has a small, rich, urban youth minority who suck up to America. How much do these people represent the majority of Iranians? Well, we don't suck up to America. We look at every country and we celebrate every country, and we criticize every country. We have criticized Israel, America, and we celebrate every country. We celebrate every nation state, including Iran. We're just against the government in Iran. We're not against Iran, right? And we don't suck up to America. We actually blame America for the Islamic, partly for having a part in what happened in the Islamic Republic. Couldn't have happened if Carter, for example, did not stop supporting Mohammad Reza Shah. Right? One of the reasons why we had an Islamic Republic is the United States. So we don't suck up to America. We just look at America and we appreciate the things that are good about America, and we criticize the things that are bad about America. Same with Israel, same with any other country. So you don't know what's going on. You have no idea. You have no idea what we're doing. It's amazing how you think that just because we are liberals, we didn't suck up to America. You have no idea what liberalism is. You have no idea what we stand for. So you don't even understand what you're seeing, and then you're coming up with a conclusion. But if your question is that are most Iranians liberal-minded, secular-minded, because liberal-minded and secular-minded does not mean suck up to America. So, for example, one thing that we like about America is its freedom of expression. That's one thing that we see it as a model to follow. But when it comes to secularism, at least this channel, we like the French model more than the American model, right? So yeah, we like laïcité, like at least on this channel. I'm not saying all Iranians, but in general, if you're asking how many Iranians are liberal-minded and how many of them are secular-minded, we have scientifically collected data for that, and the answer is the majority. We have reviewed those scientifically collected data here on this channel as well, and there's also some other scientifically collected data that shows that Iran, the view of the values that the Iranian people have, the gap between the values of the Iranian people and the Iranian government, that gap is the largest in the world. No other country has this much of a gap between what the government represents and what the people represent. And we also have shared those data on this on our show as well, and we will do so in future streams as well. And yeah, so there's that. I think I answered most of the questions. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for leaving comments. Thank you guys for liking. Shame on you if you're watching this channel without liking it, guys. I'm seeing 300 people are watching this show on Twitter and 345 on YouTube. So the YouTube people, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. We have shows like this a lot. Leave a comment so that more people end up watching this show. People on Twitter, come on YouTube, Atheist Republic on YouTube. Just go on YouTube, search for Atheist Republic. Hop over here. You could be part of the live chat. Your comments will be highlighted. I'll respond to your comments. It's a lot more fun on YouTube. So if you're watching us on Twitter or X, make sure you come here and subscribe to Atheist Republic on YouTube. And also, guys, please, this helps us a lot. Please recommend the Atheist Republic YouTube channel to as many people as you can, unless you're living in an Islamic country and it's not safe for you to do so. Please, everyone else, recommend the Atheist Republic YouTube channel. We have just hit 60,000 subscribers, I want us to reach to 100,000 in less than a year. So please get us to 100,000 in less than a year. I'm relying on you to get us there. So please recommend this channel, right? And thank you again to Alfred for highlighting your comments. And Alfred is saying thank you everyone for the support, and thank you to you, Alfred, for always being here and highlighting people's comments. We just got another super chat. By the way, guys, also if you are not in a financially good position, please do not support us financially. I appreciate all the people who support us financially, but please, for people who are not in a good financial position, support us with likes and leaving comments or recommending our channel. Leave the financial support to only to the people who are in a financial stable place. Okay. Arimov, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, saying what? So Boshid Birur. I don't know what this is from some Kavkazi Jew. Guys, somebody translate this to me. I don't know what this is. But anyways, I appreciate that. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure somebody who speaks Hebrew understands this. And I'm sure it's a very nice message. Okay, but thank you so much for the super chat. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go get ready for the Persian channel. If you speak Persian, I'm gonna go to our Persian channel, do a stream there in a couple of hours. That channel is called Jomhuriye Bi Khodayan. It's mostly for an Iranian audience. So hop over there in a few hours. I'm gonna do a debate. I'm gonna do a debate with a leftist Iranian atheist who is anti Israel on the Persian channel. So I'm going to be an Iranian atheist who is going to support Israel, debating another Iranian atheist who is anti-Israel, more like a far leftist person. And I'm going to do that on the Persian channel for an Iranian audience. So if you're interested in that and you speak Persian, come over there. That channel is called Jomhuriye Bi Khodayan. Love you guys. Thank you. And see you